is your profession!
The video I had planned for today did not go as planned. We were going to shoot this like epic strength and endurance pull day competition with a porn star. Dude, like, what kind of strength and endurance does a porn star have? Is that not just interesting as fuck? But the footage was crap, total mess. Visual and audio was everywhere. Our voices were just blasting through the speakers. Sounds could not be stabilized. The video was an earthquake, it just couldn't be salvaged. But we can't change the things that we can't control. We just can't. What can we control? What can't we control? A lot of fucking things. A lot of things. And I think it's really important that we accept the things that we can't. But that's difficult. It's probably one of the hardest things we can do. I can't bring my best friend back to life. I can't. It's not something I can change. But I can, for sure, I can pray to God to make sure that He takes care of him. I can pray to God to help at least lead me on a path that can help carry on His mission, His duty to God and His country. Ryan had a mission, and his mission was the most selfless mission I've ever seen someone have. I was always wondering just how can someone so like fucking beautiful on the outside and the inside, someone who's been through so much, someone who had to watch his mom die, someone whose dad committed suicide when he was a kid, who was just left without any parents, who had to take care of both of his siblings, his brother and his sister, whose house burnt down, whose house was flooded, left homeless, went to the military, went to jail off of an accident, got hurt in jail multiple times, saved multiple people when the firefighters asked him to work for them when they saw how good of a Samaritan he was in jail, and saved countless lives, bro. we would just be walking out just on the streets, and say after like a bar or something, he would grab a whole Subway sandwich, and we would just be eating our dinner, walking home. He had no money at the time because he was straight out of jail, and he'd just give the entire thing to a homeless person. And he did this every day, and I was like, bro, how do you even eat? How do you even eat, dude? You buy food for yourself, but then you just give it to someone else. And I'm gonna be real, man, at the time this isn't even something that I would have really thought about doing myself. It's not until I was able to have the blessing to meet him that I started realizing I need to incorporate this in my life every single day. And I think that's kind of ridiculous in my part, because I was grown up as a Catholic and a Christian. So I had to read the Bible, and I read the story of Jesus, right? So you would think that I would already know the characteristics of a whole man who knows love and knows selflessness. But I guess, as a lot of scientists say, sometimes it takes some sort of trauma for someone to be kicked into place. We feel helpless when shit happens and you can't do anything about it. It's like the world strapped you down to a fucking chair and made you watch as it stole your friend away forever. Focus on your role, your job. What is it that you're supposed to do, and the results will take care of themselves. Have you guys ever watched the anime Berserk? If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, skip 15 seconds ahead, but those demons held Guts down, bro. They held him down and forced him to watch as Griffith raped his woman. They forced him to watch helplessly as Griffith raped his woman. What could he control? He stabbed his own arm multiple fucking times just so he could rip himself off of his own arm and run and fucking save his woman. He did anything he could. But there's only so much that you can. There's only so much you can. We have to focus on what we can control. Realize and accept what we can't control. I think that's the most important part. Stoicism says that dichotomy of control is one of the most basic, most fundamental ideas in Stoicism, is that we must know what it is that we can't control and focus and attack what it is that we can. Something I can't control. I regret coming open about gear. I regret it. I regret it sometimes. Why? Judgment? I don't give a fuck. Everybody encounters judgment. Everybody encounters judgment. Half natty engagement? I could give two shits. Yeah, that may give a dopamine rush of sorts, blow up my ego, but that's not what I'm here on this world to do. People in the world see me how it is that they see me now that I have, and that's whatever. I don't regret being honest about it. I don't regret telling people how I yielded to it at my last few shows. I don't regret telling people how it messed me up. But I do regret talking about dosages. I understand that people have come up to me saying that they want to look like me. And that is a huge responsibility. And that means so much. But that means that I hold the responsibility of caring for these people. And I have no right to ever encourage anybody to do anything or take anything that causes them harm. We all have our own journeys and our own different paths, and we all react so differently to different stimulus that we all have to discover that for ourselves, and the ones that don't understand that are susceptible of getting hurt. And I take on that responsibility to make sure that they don't. I take on that responsibility to make sure that I don't impact them in a way that will cause them harm. I accept that responsibility, that I do not influence someone to do something that will lead them down a path that will hurt them. In the podcast that I just had with Stan Efferding, someone in our live call said to Stan and I that he just found out his dad, who is a bodybuilder, who he looks up to, takes tren. And you know what this kid said? He said he feels discouraged. He said he feels shocked. He said he feels like the dream, his physique that he wants to achieve, he's now discouraged that he can't achieve it unless he takes tren. And that's a miserable feeling, dude. That's a miserable feeling, especially if you know what it is that something like tren can do to you. And I want to tell him this. I want to tell anyone that believes this. You guys have to know this. But tren has become a meme. Tren is a meme in the industry. And now because of that, so many people believe that they have to do tren. So many people believe that everybody that they follow, or a lot of the people that they follow that inspire them, are on tren. And this is not true, dude. This is not true. There's so many different body types. There's so many different kind of people out there. You can react to things so differently. Some people can take 5 milligrams of Adderall, while some people can take 20 milligrams of Adderall and still have the same response. That does not mean that you have to take, or you should be taking, what somebody else is to get there. I am nothing special, bro. I am nothing special. But what I can tell you, because I only know myself, and I only know myself best, so I only have my account to tell you, but what I can tell you, I trained and dieted for 9 years before I ever even touched a competition. I went and competed in 6 competitions before I even touched anything. I never ever touched tren. I never did. And knowing my family's medical history, it's likely not the good idea. But I'm nothing special, bro. I am nothing special. I'm sure that maybe there are people out there that have worked harder than me. Maybe there's people out there that just have better genetics than me. Maybe there's people out there that you just don't know, because everybody comes from a different place. Everybody comes from a completely different world and a completely different life, and you can't compare. So why is it that you need to take something when somebody else does? You don't. You don't know what you're achievable of. You can literally achieve so much. You don't even understand the capacity for what you can achieve because you're not there yet. You haven't seen it. You can't imagine what it could be. But I promise, you are so capable. You are so capable, dude. You are capable of so much more than you could ever think of. It just takes some time. It just takes some time. What is the number one factor? It's not even diet. It's not even working out. It's time. It's time. You can't do a diet for one day or a workout for one day. You can't do a diet for 1 month out of 3 months and be where you want to be. It's time. It's time under tension. It's work times time. It's hard work times time. What makes a pianist? Time. 10,000 hours in the books. What makes an amazing athlete? Time. What athlete has become an Olympic medalist in a year? No one. No one. It takes time. Everything else is just a small single step on that ladder. But there's a long ass ladder to climb to make it to the top. And we need the support of each other to make it there. You need to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You are so much more capable than you think. I love the sport, bro. I love this sport with all my heart, man. I want to compete. I love competing. I love training. I love dieting. I love this. And I've dreamt about that stage ever since I was a preteen. That's why I do it. Just like being a UFC fighter or a base jumper. This sport, when taken to its fullest extent, is likely to shorten your lifespan. So what can I control? Maybe I can't control the decisions that everybody else makes there, but as someone who has a platform to be able to say something, I hold the responsibility of the information I put out there. I hold the responsibility of what it is that I do for the world and what it is that I do for the people that watch me. And what I want to continue to do, what I need to continue to do, is what Ryan would want me to do, is what Ryan would be proud of me for doing. And that's continuing to love. That's continuing to care for the people who watch me. That's continuing to care for the people who watch my videos and my content. And that's keeping my head down and working.